we're going to talk today about content creation, but we're going to dive into what kind of content you need to create in order to have it as a growth driver for your business.
Brilliant.
When you are in media, be it podcast or YouTube or broadcast radio or HDTV, the very fact that you are the content, that you are the voice, it evokes authority. And authority is what separates you from everyone else in your business and what allows you to command and demand appropriate fees so you can live the life you choose to live, and as well as for your employees. You cannot pay people well if your business doesn't earn money because you didn't present the value position to the community at large.
What other benefits do we get out of this?
So the know you, like me, trust me, right? That's so important in any business. And if you imagine in your mind for the moment, the 10 most influential people that you would like to have access to become your customer, got those in your mind, you can go bang on their door. What's the probability of them answering and allowing you in? Close to zero. Same with the phone, same with direct mail and these other things. But when you say to a person, I really respect and admire who you are, the business you've built and the things you do in the community, I would love to invite you into my studio and onto my show to share with others who you are, how you've done it, and just the business that you've built. Could you spend a little bit of time with me?
99 out of 100 will say yes.
Yeah. And those that say no, and very candidly, my experience is it's less than 99 that say yes. But a subset of those that say, no, I'm not comfortable being on your show, would you come by for coffee and just sit in my office with me? I certainly will. Or they'll just say, thank you for the offer, I'm not interested. Now, to your number 99, 99 say something positive that has present or future value in the relationship building. And there's one asshole in every group of 100. And the joy of it is you get to identify them very quickly. Because if they're not behaving nicely when you've reached out to give rather than take, that wasn't going to be a positive relationship anyway.
Do you know what Pablo and I are doing?
I did not know that you and Pablo were connected anyway until about 5 minutes before you hit the go button. So I know what Pablo Gonzalez does. He's a buddy of mine. We've done things together professionally, personally, and philanthropically. No, sir, I have no earthly idea.
So what we're doing, we started a company called Be the Stage. And what we do, we provide literally word to word what you described as a service to companies, enabling them to have their own show, their own stage, their own conference on a weekly basis, highlighting somebody that is going to be most likely a valued customer of theirs in the most non-salesy relationship building way, while investing only 3 hours of their time because we take care of all the rest. So literally what you described is exactly what we're doing.
Thank you. And what you just said, I think sucks. And the reason I have to say that out loud and so aggressively, and I know I can do that when I'm speaking to a former fighter pilot, I've spent 25 years trying to figure this damn thing out. And we got to a pretty nice place. And you're telling me you can jumpstart and accelerate that and not take the next quarter century. Dag, I wish I met you in -89.
I didn't figure that out until a few months ago. So it took me 25 years as well. The biggest fear I think people have of creating content is time and knowledge, right? I don't know how to do this and I can't afford to do this either because I don't have the time or I don't have the money. And you touched on one point, right? The whole thing like the equipment, the hosting, everything you need, including lighting that you have, is peanuts. It's cheap change. It's basically free. Hiring people today who are experts in the post-production, right? Because we're going to record for 35, 45 minutes. Yeah. That's the investment. But getting it out there in a way that's meaningful, that other people will find it and enjoy to consume it because it's in the way they expect to consume it, takes expertise and systems and time. But there are a lot of people out there who have those expertise. So you can spend the first year of you doing this trying to figure this out, or you have one or two options. Take a course that instead of a year of learning puts it down to a week of learning, and then you just spend money instead of a year of learning, or hire somebody that knows how to do it.
Here was the mantra: see one, do one, teach one. Right? It's just, learning is easy in the hands of people with the skill set that you desire to gain. I spend money with people who rapidly get me where I want to get, so I can get wherever I want to go without training wheels.
You're saying just creating content is conversational. At the end of the day, there are three huge benefits beyond what we talked about in the beginning. One, you learn. You can invite people, anyone that knows so much better than you. And I can guarantee you, Wally, you know a lot more than I do about creating content with your experience. So I'm learning every single minute for free, right? I just got an expert who's been on radio and TV and whatever for free to tell me things that he's doing. So that's number one. Number two is relationships. It's really building relationships at scale, because you're building relationship with the person you're talking to, but you're also building relationships with you, the audience, the person who's now listening to this and have been listening to me or watching me or reading my blog for a while. You create a relationship. And the third thing, which is really maybe the biggest part of the magic in all of this, is that it allows you to open so many doors, like opportunities this generates on a personal level, on a business level, on a relationship level and the only way to understand this is to actually do it, because 6 months in, you're like, what the hell just happened?
So yes, but let me say this. 5 minutes before we were thrown together in this mix, I never even heard of you. I have no earthly clue who you are, where you are, knew nothing, zip squat nada. And I make you the promise, I am going to stalk you. I want to spend time with you. I want to learn from you. I want to do things with you. I want to give back to you. And I will bet you and I have some wonderful experiences, likely on Studio C.
Amen.
Forward. If not for the wonder and the magic of content creation and a willingness to communicate, this never would have happened.